Good morning, all. Today, morning already. We're going to see about changing these wore out cutting edges. This one's gone. These are way back. I got some new ones, some new bolts. I already tried one. I was actually able to spin it off with the impact, so I figured I'd have to torch them, but I guess not. So I'm going to clean the dirt off, and then we will impact all these off. Just thinking, then I'll get my other stuff drug out and we can put some new ones on. I'll show you how wore out these are and the bolts and stuff. I'm using an 1.5 inch socket, 3/4 inch drive. I got a 3/4 inch Milwaukee fuel impact and it does pretty good. So see what we can get done here. This is that first one that I spun loose. Actually came off. You can see how that thing's wore almost down to the shoulder carriage part of it. Let's see if they'll take the rest of them off. Alright, I got all those off. I'm going to go over, grab the new ones and the bolts. I'll get them drug over here, and then I'll show you the difference in the size and the old ones and the new ones, new bolts and stuff. So that impact actually worked pretty good. It's 1.5 inches. They're kind of rounded off, but still had enough meat to get a hold of. Okay, so we're back. Got an old and an old bolt, on an old bolt and a new bolt. See the difference in them? That one's actually rounded. That one's wore, plumb flat. It's almost down to there. That's got that much room. I don't know if this is the worst one. This one is probably one of the worst ones. It's almost wore completely to that. So, the bolt. And then there's the nut. Here's a new nut. I don't honestly know if these nuts started out square like this, or well, I think they did because the back of this one is. So you can tell this one's square and round. So that's a new one. It's an 1.5 inch socket. These have a shoulder on them that walk into this cutting edge. So you can see where that's radius for it to fit down in there. It locks in, holds, so you can tighten it. So you can tell my cutting edges were wore way down because this bolt's actually recessed in there. From this side here, adjust you a little, maybe see you better. From this side you can see the square on the bolt. We always call them carriage bolts. I guess that's what you still call them. I don't know in this terminology, but it goes in there, you put the nut on, you just hold it up, pressure, tighten it up. Okay, there's a new cutting edge. See how thick it is. Slope. Get an old one here. Bolt that. Alright. So, see the difference. That's thick to that thick. Can't even really see the slope. If you look at it this way, if we line up the hole pretty close, you can see exactly how much wear that thing has had. That is, looks like that on both sides. I mean, right there, we're almost 2 inches from there to there. Down here, it's like 1.25 inches. But it was definitely due. I changed the teeth on a job site. I didn't get a chance to video that. They were a pain. They had these plastic keeper things, and we ended up having to heat them. But I didn't change these. If I would have known they were going to come on and off this easy with the impact, I probably would have. You know, hindsight's 20/20. My first time doing them. So I would say these definitely got the life out of them. Sorry, that was probably really loud. So as you can tell, they're reversible. You can run them till they wear it and flip them. That's what they did with those. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I need to order another set of bolts to have for when I go to flip them. As long as I don't wear them down where the bolt heads are like this, I might be able to just reuse them. I guess I'll just wait and see that time. Excuse me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shove that in there. Make sure the bottom of them is pretty clean. And I got my nut. It's I'll get it where you can see. The old ones are definitely lighter, easier to hold up with one hand. Have to hold that. Not that it will really matter, but try to make sure it's somewhat really clean. Knock chunks of dirt up in there. Down like that. Kind of weird, it seems to set. Oh, maybe it's because this one's loose. I think next time I do teeth, I'm going to have to replace a couple of these, one of these ends. So, take the impact. So that impact's fairly stout. I can't remember the specs. I've got a 3/4 air, and it's probably about as stout as it is. Pretty close. If you really got to hammer on something for a while to get it to broke loose, air may do a little better as far as just sitting there pounding away on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of cleanup here for the holes, and then I'll get the rest of these put on, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like afterwards, show you what we got to do some welding on the bucket. Alright, so we got all those on tight. So, looking a lot better. It got to where it wasn't really wanting to. It was hard to cut very flat with it because you had to tip it forward to get it in, and I'm thinking this is going to make a huge difference because they're a lot thicker. And they're actually out front a ways, so you can kind of tell. Like, look at this one, and then look at this one. You can tell how This was the one that was broke off missing. You see how it wore my bucket some there, and all these buckets are still flat. So, you know, I probably should have went ahead and did it earlier, but I didn't. You know, hindsight's 20/20. I was talking about having to replace some of these at some point. One of them, I believe it's this one. You can see it's cracked here. So I'm just going to run it till it breaks off, probably, or until I get to the point I got to change teeth again. This one here looks pretty good. Alright, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm supposed to say that earlier probably, but I'm not always the sharpest tool in the shed. Anywho, see you later.
Thank y'all for watching today. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell an enemy. I don't care. Tell somebody you don't like. Maybe they'll like me. Anyways, that's all I got to say. Until next time, have a good day and God bless.